It's like no center. You know what I mean? There's no center. I'm trying to find the center. Anyway, what's going on, you guys? It is Coach Neff back with another Wisdom Sesh. Today is March 31st, 2025. The vibe of the day is make the changes you need to make. And the $1,000,000 question is, what needs to change? What needs to change, okay? This would be for anyone who feels like maybe they've been moving around in circles in a certain area. This doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path or track. This just means that you need some direction, okay? You need help with getting out of that circle, getting out of that cycle. All right, thank you, Shay. All right, so let's go. Let's get the fortune of the day. Thank you, Spirit. What is the fortune of the day? Okay. Listen. This very same thing came out like 2 days ago, I believe. The 2 P's, positive work outcomes and personal riches. This happened the other day, bro. So whatever comes to you today, it is on a personal level. Yes, it worked. Okay? Plain and simple. Anything that you're working on works out today. All right? And it's just a personal come up. You feel comfortable. You feel rich. You feel like you've gained something. And make sure you have boundaries around it. I can't come without that, right? Live your purpose. You do you and everything, but don't you forget them boundaries. Don't you forget to lock them fucking doors. And make sure, you know, all the screens and everything, all the blinds is closed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be looking out the fucking window with the lights on. You know what I'm saying? All right? Have some boundaries here. Don't even have your lights on and your windows wide open. You close them damn windows before you turn every light on in the damn house. Everybody see what's going on up in your house. Walking past in your drawers, you forgot. Positive work outcomes. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. So you already know right now it's about having patience, and you've needed to have patience as well. A lot of perseverance, and maybe feeling like things ain't moving fast enough, or they're not moving at all, but they are. You know a lot more than you lead on out here. That's good. You know a lot more than you lead on. So there we go. Resilience and enlightenment on the bottom of the deck. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. And that's all I needs to know is you. I know everything. You know, but you ain't got to say everything. You know what's up? Positive. There we go. Ooh, mentor. All right. And we got a 333. It's all gone. We starting off with a bang. Thank you, Spirit. What is the message with 333? There's something. Yeah, I was about to say it's something being looked into right now. There goes a challenge. So perhaps someone is being hit with a challenge, or there has been a challenge. Let's see. A feminine here is trying to make plans. A feminine is trying to create something. Let's see. But there seems to be a challenge, or there's been challenges. Okay. This is simply, I feel the need to do something. And I know it's what I should do because there's a calling to do it. But why are there so many challenges for something I feel called to do? Shouldn't it just happen? Because I'm doing the right thing. This wouldn't be someone thinking they're doing the wrong thing. They're just saying, damn, I'm doing the right thing. And there's a lot of fucking challenges here. You know what I'm saying? Look, the tower. Oh. A lot of challenges. So hopefully, we're seeing the 3 of Cups on the bottom. This is a breakthrough. This is divine intervention. What the blood clot? This right here may be the challenge. Hey, baby. All right. So we have some deception. And we're seeing a page of cups on the bottom. It could just be denial about how a person felt at one point. It could be even denial that another person is feeling the same way. But let's see. 333. Yeah, it's something about the way this person was thinking. It's negative and they had to release it. All right, this looks like the feminine. And there goes the 3 of cups. So why were there so many challenges, or the challenges that one would be faced with is the negative thinking. So, or the denial, you know, that would just mean not fully maybe believing something, but again, divine intervention helps if that is what's going to be the breakthrough. Yeah, because a gesture is coming. So it's like not to worry. All right, so it's like, well, where I am. Okay. So pretty much this is like saying, if come on, if seeing is believing for you, then you getting ready to see it. That's it. See, if you gotta see to believe, then fine. That's what's giving. Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio. I ain't see Scorpio tucked up under there. All right, 333. 3 of Cups. A reunion or rekindle that you may not fully believe was gonna happen. Okay, so we've got the mentor. Creepy word, but its intent, of course, is to guide someone, you know, you can go to for advice, things like that. Someone who can show you the way, take you under the wing. And if this is the part you play out there, then there's positive work outcomes. Or if it's because you have a mentor, then this is why you have the positive work outcome. All right, and this is good for you. It brings you more spiritual wealth and any other kind of wealth. So someone's been dealing with guilt, but another P on the bottom of the deck is power, disconnection, love in general, whatever, you know, is being formed out of it is too powerful for guilt. So this would also mean that somebody worked their way through that, or because that's the 9 of Swords. They worked their way through that. That's what resilience is here for. All right, and so from here on out, it's just to have those boundaries. Maybe this is what they learned. Positive work outcomes. Yeah, there goes the 3 of Swords. All right, again, maybe having to hurt some feelings. All right, positive work outcomes. Well, there goes that 5 of Pentacles. Again, more spiritual wealth. So whether this is feeling bad about yourself because there is guilt, this lowers your self-worth, okay? And this is why you have to be resilient over that, and you have to protect your energy after that. You're worth more, and you know this now, which is great. So Definitely. Three of Pentacles. You're on the right track now. Or at least on the same page. With the feminine, or this is the feminine energy. So a decision or choice made as well. So this is someone who goes from being or feeling isolated to being on the same page with someone. There is some type of transparency, or there's something that happens because she seems to be in her head, definitely, about whatever's going on here. Yeah. She's missing someone, but at the same time, energetically continuing to sever ties with the past. And so with that person. But again, with this challenge, wow, the nine of Wands and the Chariot comes out together again. Here he goes. So communication may be a challenge. Distance may be a challenge. Okay, so she has trouble like keeping her mind all the way there, and Spirit looks like it looks like Spirit is saying it's just due to emotional baggage. And this would mean this would, if the baggage, okay, let's just say however this feminine is feeling, or whatever they're thinking, let's just say it's unnecessary because it stems from the past, when the fact of the matter is wish fulfillment, right? Ace of Swords. So this is even something to work through, or a positive outcome in working through. Look at the Devil in reverse. We know it's all tied to the past, and this is what keeps you, you know, feeling like you don't deserve it. And because it didn't happen in the past, that doesn't mean that's why. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't deserve it. I just told Shay that shit. No and yes. No is not really no. No, they didn't finish. No is not yet. No is not the right time. No is not right now. No doesn't stay no. There's a lot of no's that turn to yes. The righteous way. We didn't do this by taking anyone's against anyone's will. But think about how many times you may have applied for a job and then finally you got it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, no's turn into yeses, and then even if it's not the same thing that you had in mind, it's on you to shift your perspective and see things a different way and open it up so you could see that something maybe was better than what you thought you wanted. That's the whole process in itself. But here it is, you tripping, but you're not tripping no more. That was just tied to some old feelings, thoughts that would, you know, lead you to reflecting on self-worth again. The feelings are mutual on the other side, so the masculine, you know, is experiencing some of the same feelings and thoughts. What's supposed to happen here is just what's going to happen. It's the Chariot is here. So again, whatever you got to go through, or whatever pit stops you have to take on this joyride, you're just going to have to. And even if you got to stop in the hood real quick and check on something before you really take off, then that's just what you got to do. If you got to drop something off before you go, then fine, that's what you got to do. Drop it off and hit the road. We about to leave. Now I just got to drop some shit off real quick. And see, holding on to it. For what? I'm going to drop this shit off real quick. All right, babe? He like, oh, cool, me too. I got some shit. While you doing that, I could be over here, you know, I'm going to run to the store. Because I was going to make a store run anyway. So you drop that off. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to ride back around, pick you up. Okay. Okay, honey. No worries. Is what happened. I be knowing. That's what happened. He got caught up. He the one that got caught up though. But there's that in the meantime, in between time. She's dealing with whatever comes up. Zodiac. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Scorpio. All right, let me get into the details of this. So, having those strong boundaries around these positive work outcomes. Maybe it's that was a part of it. You know, trying to create boundaries or creating boundaries, and that works out fine. Look, find peace within. Yeah, I'm good with that. You know, there's people you want to be around. There's people you don't want to be around. There's people you never want to see again. And there's going to be people you're going to be glad that you met them. Look, heal your heart. All of it is healing because you're getting rid of what hurts and you're inviting more of what feels good. So, yeah, find peace. That's it. Don't let nothing disturb your spirit. Yeah, get out of your comfort zone. So, you're going to be feeling ways you never felt before, doing things you never felt before. Of course, talking to people you never spoke to before. But look, support is all around you. Bong, bring in the light. Practice patience. Okay? Be patient with yourself, too, because you're not necessarily, look, prioritize your health. You're not necessarily going to be, you know, so just pace yourself. This is definitely being patient with yourself. Prioritize your health. It's about you and how you step out. Just don't get out of your own way. And whatever you're feeling, as you feel your way through these experiences, you have support around you. So just let it happen. Let it be all good. Let it be all good. Allow it to be all good. There we go. Go with the flow. All right. Allow. So someone made a clear decision on what they're going to do here, where they want to go. And so, of course, now it's time to let the money flow in, let the energy flow in. Just you know, it's up. You know what I mean? If you're just ready for it to be up, then okay. Release your fears or overcome your fears. This is what you've had the space to do. You don't need to take that with you. Right. Get laser focused because all that other shit is distraction. You're supposed to be focused on the future, the bigger picture. Find your calm. Woosah. Okay. And create your own luck, which is exactly what you did. And you can make some more luck. How do you do that? Prepare for what you want, so you're ready when it comes. Now, here you go here. Now, I suppose you're seeing things past the physical. You're seeing things for what they are past the surface. Great. Envy. Okay. You know what motherfuckers is mad look like, right? Ooh, they mad. You know what that look like, right? Especially when you had connections where you thought a person cared. No. They just wanted to make sure you didn't get what they got or what you want. They damn sure don't want you to have it before them. This is a motherfucker, you tell all your hopes and dreams, and they'll accomplish all your hopes and dreams and come to you and say, yo, look what I did, yo. Just to be able to say, you know, it's disgusting. But a win is a win. with victory here. All right, being able to see things like that very clearly seems to be seems to have been someone's focus. If that's a personal rich for them to positively work out, knowing when someone's fucking jealous, then that's awesome. It is, because you can't have that energy around nothing you trying to build anyway. And if somebody was all tied up in that, maybe several people around them, and you gotta look at it like this: some of these people will be the very same people that you told your business to. But the beautiful thing is, you can create infinitely, and so you could scratch that whole plan, have them chasing a wild goose, while you develop something brand new where you know, you have better security. Okay, you didn't know before. It's fine. Guarding the gate, can't stop. Can't not go through that though. But that was the issue. So there's a victory in getting past this. So I guess one can proceed now. Yes, the world done. Yes. All right, great. There we go. So things are just being balanced out right now, and this would be emotions and thoughts. Definitely a renewal of the spirit, but also maybe a bit of a burnout. And so just needing to balance everything. There we go. Look at that. Deceit. Yeah. Maybe that too. Right. Daughter romance. All right. So this is basically happy family. See, this is basically the masculine. I know this is the masculine energy because the feminine, well, the feminine is going through some stuff. I believe the feminine is sharing those thoughts of deceit. That's about it. As far as what the masculine had to do to get to this point, that's over. That part is over. So that balancing and settling of everything that I said, yes. Now, a person had to get rid of the jealousy and envy around them, right? Successful. But after, there was another hurdle, another challenge. And that challenge is, okay, so I got rid of everything around me, right? But is this really real? Now we back to that. This ain't really happening. Is it? I'm probably fucking crazy. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's what's happening now. Ain't no daughter romance. Like, you know, ain't no bugging. Ain't no happy feeling. Nah, I probably not. Tripping. So that's the new challenge. But it's gonna be short lived, right? It's gonna have everything to do with old attachments. Thinking that's not what this is. Yeah, look, the daughter value. Again, back to a person's self-worth. Financial constraints, you can't have it all if you don't think you deserve it all. That's the only way, that's the only thing stopping you from going through. All you got to do is believe, feel, think you deserve it. And you can have it. You like, that's it. So, he's had to think about all that. Is quite possibly thinking about all of that because, I mean, it's done. You know what I'm saying? For love. That's it. Now it's time to take action. So once this masculine gets over, again, it's going to be short-lived. You're going to have to just shake yourself out of it. Like, nah, this ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably did, or not that you did everything for nothing, but you just feel like, I don't know, is this really the person that I've been tracking all this time? Is this really? It's just a minor state of disbelief one last time. Yeah. Until spirit, you know, creates that moment. I jam these up. What was on the bottom? I don't remember. Oh, no, I don't remember. I'm just going with it. Positive work outcomes. There we go. Distractions. Done. All right, and these distractions were internal, but I just said feelings of whatever that is, only tied to past things because the shoe dropped. Then yeah, you got rejected. Then yeah, you got played. Then yeah, you was delusional probably about that at one point. Yeah, but those thoughts resurfaced. Remember, it's also been retrograde. So those thoughts probably were really intense this week. But there's no reflection of something going wrong in your situation, just a reflection of you. Because why the fuck are you thinking that when all this time your intuition has been very, very keen and pointing out who this person was. Every detail, the telepathy. What the fuck? All this time? It's like the last minute jitters. Jitters. You know, you want it so bad. You want it so bad. You mean something I want this bad, I can actually have. I ain't never get nothing I wanted this bad, but I'm gonna get it. It's a little trippy. It's a little trippy. Just a little bit. You know, like that pinch me shit. Pinch me. You know, am I dreaming? Well, kinda. So, this is your destiny. Being presented with opportunities for you to grow on a soul level, for you to heal your DNA, for you to reprogram yourself, for you to just do this right. And when you have a destiny to do that, there's always going to be something, someone trying to distract you. That's their job. All right? You're protected because you're in your purpose, but distracting you is their job. It's your responsibility to say fuck off. But distractions come in many forms, and they know how to look the part. But there's always something. There's always something that you know, you're like, no, you came to play. All right, here we go. Love. There's always going to be distractions, attempts. I mean, not that you're going to get lost in it, but I'm just saying it comes with the territory. When you're dealing with a vibration is high, it's irritating to people, okay? It's irritating to see you smile. It's irritating to see a masculine smile because of thoughts to you right now. It's fucking irritating. When Jezebel just want to suck your dick. Why are you smiling so much, nigga? I need you depressed. I need your self-worth low. I need you to spend all your money on me because you'll never have anybody else. I'm the best you can do. I need him to be like that. Not in love because he can see that I don't love his ass. It's irritating right now. All right? And the stakes are higher. And so people don't have no problem going that hard. But when you can already see it, why even engage? You know it's a distraction. I don't give a fuck what they selling. I don't care how they start off. I don't give a fuck if they start off with your favorite something. You gonna know. Because it's going to be an attention grabber, but it's also going to be very obvious. Look, confirmation. All right? So again, what's important is that you still receive, even through the distractions, and even after the help now, with the PTSD of the distractions, you get your confirmation still. All right? There we go. And you're still prepared for it. So whenever, however it shows up, even at your least expectancy, it's a go. All right? Lucky you. You've been prepared for lifetimes for this. The other people, they're not even mentally stable to be able to do some shit like this. Never mind all the other levels of stability you have to acquire before walking this path or going into this side of life. Ciao. Somebody is happy today. They're in love. They've grown. They have more opportunities to grow going down this this direction. So that's all you need is the cosign from spirit. We good, right? 11, 11, 12, 12? Okay, cool. Yeah, don't be afraid to create. We know that there's disruptions mentally, like I just mentioned. You know, even at the last minute, you like, I'm probably crazy. Still, Keep on creating through that. The disruptions will happen. You already know what is linked to. That does not dictate what's actually going on here. So in between the times that you're not tripping, still think about the connection and how you'd like it to look, and put more energetic currency into your life, your future. All right, boundaries, right? Community, and if, listen, and if you can keep others far away from you during this very vulnerable time, then I would. All this extra I would just keep the fuck away from them. You already going through your own shit. You need space to bug the fuck out and come back to your senses and say, nah, we getting married and we gonna. You need time to do that. All right. It's wacky. All right, I'm going to the first break. If you guys have any questions, you already know, holla at Shay. Okay. Make sure I ain't hit the mute button. All right, community, finance, and family. What we got today? Community, finance, and family. So, what may be the achievement here is allowing yourself to go deeper. The fact that you did maybe go deeper in order to deal with whatever you've had to, which is fine. That's the whole point. You going deeper allows for you and your person to have a deeper bond too. So community, finance, family. Yeah. Woman holding a coin. I would say your spiritual wealth went up as well. You've been all tied up, or the person you're connected to, things, energy, But it would be time to take action coming up. Yeah, never give up. I figured, because I'm thinking it, like, this is leaning towards, it's because you didn't give up, right? Journey is leaning towards that. Not giving up allowed you to go deeper, which strengthens you and raises your stock, let's say, spiritually. Because you're able to go deeper. You know what else happens? Your gifts get stronger because you can see deeper. So this it goes a long way dealing with your shit. You unlock new levels of yourself. So community, finance, family. Yeah. Judge. And so this is about being able to do that self-evaluation. Just when you see judge in general, I don't, this wouldn't be anybody pointing fingers or anything. But this is somebody saying, yo, I could do this. And they do realize that they have the Midas touch when it comes to anything. So this is maybe even someone who realizes they're even more invincible than they thought, in a sense. Energetically, this person is able to take a lot. Well, you would have to get to this point. Take a lot of whoopings. Community, finance, family. Yeah, see, remarkable. I'm telling you. Guilt with a bottom. It's like, damn. I'm bulletproof, huh? So this may be someone realizing they could take a lot of shit. Or they have. Community, finance, family, positive work outcomes. Yeah, Queen of Wands. That's the warrior spirit, the world, and the fool. That is it. The ending and the fucking beginning. That's it. The ending and the beginning, honey. That is something else. Seeing that is something else. Finances. Family. A lot of mention of the heart space, all right? Because it all comes from there, right? Everything. What's this? Time to transform. Everything. Finance. I want a taco. Family. Look at this. Where do broken hearts go? That looks like to each other so they can heal each other. Not hang out in the same sad pool, but heal each other. Use their strengths to strengthen each other's weaknesses. Okay? Finances. The distractions, honey. Family. I told you, still, I don't care what's going on. Don't be afraid to create the same future that you scared of right now. Keep on dreaming, though. You still receiving the confirmations. Finance. Oh, there was that prostitute again. Family. Probably may see prostitute a lot. And I was just getting ready to say, yep, family. I was just going to say it would only be based off of other people's judgment. Okay? Because again, you will not see a divine feminine working nobody's 9 to 5. In fact, you are instructed to move away from that world. You have to exit that world. So you don't accept a handout from none of them. You sit and figure out how to get it out the mud, how to make something out of nothing, because you have it. Natural gifts, natural talents, natural experience. You can do it. You don't need no paperwork because you never did. You never did. So people may want to judge you by the way they assume you may be getting income that is not through a 9 to 5. A person who is judging you would prefer to look at your outer appearance as a front, a storefront for your prostitution ring. Because that's how you really get your money. Ain't no way you could look that good, your lights are still on, yada yada, all of that shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Money must be hidden in the floor or something. You do something else. No. Ain't no selling of the souls here. Just the opening of the heart. That's it. That's it. Just balancing my inner and outer world. How I feel on the inside is why my life looks the way it does. It looks so fucking effortless. That's why. So although this is not specific to chatter, but it doesn't exclude it because we're just coming out of that jealousy energy. Just look at it right now as a distraction. People are mad. They don't understand. You know, they ain't really trying to understand. They just don't want you to win. You know, listen, they're going to be itching and scratching for the rest of their fucking existence here on Earth. Because if they haven't figured it out by now, that's just the life they were destined to live. Okay? Running around in the fucking circle. You don't got that kind of time. You have infinite abundance. You could carve out any fucking lane you want and walk it. Drive down it, fly down it, levitate down that bitch, teleport. You could do whatever you want. And many were not born with those options. That's why they pay for what you have, even spiritually. Okay? That ain't no flex. Paying somebody to do some shit you could do. That's dangerous. Don't they know that's dangerous? The time it takes for them to go pay somebody to do some shit, you good. You sitting there, it's done. You are the power that they pay for to have it work against you. You are the power, the energy that they. And a person that has mastered their energy, a person who knows what they're doing, that ain't nothing but a boomerang. That ain't nothing but a boomerang. So don't worry about anything that you know now would have been a distraction, you know, to you. Focusing on what you're focusing on. It's no different from, you know, the comment section or trolls in the chat. Whatever your line of work entails. It's just jealousy, honey. This is not, like, let's just say what I'm doing, right? There's plenty of streamers and podcasters. It's not easy, though. It's not easy. Some people sitting there, it's clear as day that they are misusing their influence. Yeah. But anybody who's sitting there and they're worth listening to, it took a lot of growth to do that. And it took a lot of bravery, and it took a lot of facing your own inner shit. So for a person to sit there and judge anything you're doing without knowing your story, or judging you while you're in the process of telling your story, you just have to see that as a distraction. Because some people won't sit around long enough before they, you know, feel like heckling. They're not interested in your whole full complete thought. They're not. They're not. So in family, again, with this energy of healing, everyone who is coming together, or, you know, a couple, let's say, that is coming together to create a family, this is what you both deserve. This is what you both need. This is what you both asked for. This is what you both said would, you know, fulfill you. All right. So again, don't be afraid to create it. Everything that has happened to you, not for you. So even with these thoughts of nah, I'm tripping, ain't nothing gonna happen, I'm not gonna get what I want, victim mentality. All right. And at one point there was a position, or you were in a position where you were helpless, but you got yourself out of that position. So get your mind away from that too. Everything happened for you. You should see that clear as day. Because if that didn't happen, it wouldn't be what it is right now. It's really clean today. Me likey. All right, I'm taking my second break, y'all. Be back with Loveland. All right. Loveland. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in Loveland today? Oh, boy. This is a little mixy. Now, yes, existing relationships may get more freaky, you know, become more sexual, but again, with this friendship thing and being out in the world, let's see how this plays out. Loveland, friendship. Yeah, I mean, like, Maybe this is a time where you might begin to feel like everybody on your body. But I feel like there are some people to help in between. And so the people that are on your body, of course, you let that go. That's a challenge. Nobody want help. Everybody want fuck. But be open to it at the same time, because the energy that you give off is intense. Your aura is what it is. And so you got to be like Kevin Gates. And more so, understand, overstand, understand. Master your energy. I know why you don't want to leave me. I know why you don't want to, you know. But you don't fall in love with the student. You don't fall in love with the patient. You don't fall in love with the client. Okay, you don't fall in love with the person you're mentoring. You don't do that. What you do is stand firm in who you are. Know that people, you know, mistake your energy sometimes. You know, because to come at you any other way but honorable is of course to have you fucked up. They don't know no better. But you know what it looks like to others, and what it looks like to people who understand why you are packaged up the way you are. All right, so boundaries. That's it. That's all you need. Who came to fuck? Who came to learn? Who needs help? Who wants to hump? Okay, or who needs help and who's just horny? There we go. Who needs help and who's just horny? All right? That's what you got to ask yourself, whether you're masculine or feminine here. All right? It's dope. It's cute. You embrace it, right? But, you know it's all about who you with. So, it's like, I don't give a fuck who it is. That energy ain't big. Your energy ain't doing what your persons do. So it's just, you know, okay, you tried it. You just 7 of Wands. Stand on your square. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So, you may have been, and this might also prevent you from seeing these things as an obstacle, because being who you are, while trying to conduct yourself properly in a union, you, at this point, you just genuinely want to do what you're doing. You're doing it selflessly. You'd rather not, but you have a dedication to spirit, so you're going to do what you got to do. This is to say now that you're clear on it being an obstacle, but nothing to stand in the way of your happiness. So, you know, carry on, do you, because I'm definitely going to do me. Is what it's giving. Love is what it's giving. It's not knowing that causes the fucking crash out. It's not knowing what the fuck going on. When you know you got it, then whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing is less impressive. That's why it's one of the reasons why I feel daddies are important. Not fathers, but daddies are important in the house, because a daddy to tell you every day, you're a beautiful pumpkin, you're a beautiful queen, as you get older, you're beautiful. By the time a little knucklehead tell you that shit, so my daddy tells me I'm beautiful all the time. You got to come up with something else, my nigga. I know I'm beautiful. What else you got? You know what I'm saying? That's why we need daddies too. There's a lot of reasons, but that's one that I've reflected upon for my own life. That way, when you go out there and you hear that, you're beautiful, it's not like, I am. You know, because either now you're in love because somebody told you you're cute, or you're chasing that same high of somebody telling you you're cute, so then you end up in every nigga face. Right? That's how that goes. It's not the individual, it's the energy you're looking for. You need that energy. Tell me I'm beautiful. Come on, you just want somebody to tell you. That's how you end up with everybody. So, here we go. Heart and true love. You know what that feels like. You know what that is. Ooh. And you know what happens when you're on the path or journey that you're on, you know, living in that, you know what happens. So, you know. So, I'm waiting on a surprise. I don't know. The surprise, I've been telling y'all there's a surprise coming. Here it is again. If it's not being surprised about how one handles themselves with all of this, then I would say a surprise is coming in the connection. You know, let me say that again. But at this point, it's in the hands of the divine. Not even the masculine knows what's going on, or he doesn't have any dates either, honestly. So however the divine does this, it's going to be a surprise to the both of you. Right, look, journey and emotions. So you could be surprised at how you feel. Or the journey you took. The journey it was to get here. The fact that you got here anyway. Surprise. Made it all this way. Look, the test was guilt. Surprised we made it through all of that, because guilt will take you out. Guilt, that feeling of not deserving or you don't deserve for some reason, can shut you the fuck down. And with the right person in your ear, they could really make you feel like shit. Make you feel like, you know, and then when you have multiple people around, that's a tough test, guilt. It's really tough. You know, if you got to look at, let's say you got to look in a child's eyes, oh shit. Guilt is tough. Guilt is tough. All right, so here we go. This just adds more respect to the connection because they're able to get through whatever. And also realizing that this mixy ass energy is the other past life. The past life you want to be on begins with each other. So that's a clear sign. If it ain't that person, then it's definitely a no. If they're not asking for help, it's definitely a no. You marked. That shit wouldn't work at all. There's nobody that can talk enough shit to take you away from the person you're assigned to. There's no trick in this book. There's not one. Just illusions. But there's no like concrete thing. All right, intense. All right, so a lot of disruptive energy, it seems like there is for the masculine. He may do a lot of ripping and running. Feels more so like a lot of chat coming in. There goes the Queen of Wands. So, you know there's more than one. And seeing this on the bottom, it could definitely mean that in seeing Queen of Wands, it could absolutely represent the sexuality of these heifers. It could. But he has a Queen of Wands already. So this would show disinterest. You know what? You know what I could be looking at exactly, but it still would reflect his feminine. I really could be looking at some chick that came in asking him for help, right? And if she came in asking him for help, then it would definitely be financially. But I don't know, something about the way she came in. Maybe this is an ex. Somebody he severed ties with a long time ago. But on the flip side, he got a shorty. You know, and she's done with her past as well. That's who he's darting off to. But this could be someone who tries to appear as an option. Yeah, look, see the moon. it came out. It was in reverse. It came out the moon. What this bitch want? What this bitch want? I'm saying we've been broke up. We've been broke up. She's come the fuck out of nowhere talking about she need help. She need bread. She need money. She need a lick. She need a link, a line. What? Cause she a YN. He's sitting in King of Pentacles, and she would be a female YN. He's sitting here mature and stable. You want me to do what? Give you money for what? To bail you? What? You want me to do? Anything of the sort. For your what? For your back? For your what? For your ass? Give you money? What? Cause he used to. He used to. And either he looks nice and leveled up. He could look like he's in a relationship. But that's where his mind is at. Of course, his woman's mind is on him. He don't know what this bitch want. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Maybe he do. She want that sexuality. And she want money. Or she's using her sexuality to get money from him. There we go. There we go. I thought we was friends. What happened, twin? You can't give me, like, a cool 5? Like, you got it. And if she consents that he's in a relationship with someone else, she don't care. It's like, she would be banking on that connection they had. She would still be thinking, nah, the feelings is mutual. I got that nigga. This is so specific. Maybe this is somebody that he shares a child with. And whatever she requests, her bottom line is probably the children. I mean, look how she look. Wow, it's right there. It's right fucking there. Look her hand out. Her hand is out. Can I have? Can I have? They facing each other. Can I have? And she's probably asking for shit you asked for when you in a relationship with somebody. He like, I'm not with you though. You like, hey, it's possible. Okay? Yeah, look, in Judgment. It's possible. It's possible. And so he looks at himself. And he's like, yo, I'm building A, B, and C. I'm leveled. I'm getting ready to... Well, let's see. Masculine's energy towards the feminine currently. Masculine's thoughts of the feminine currently. Masculine's thoughts. You better be clear. Masculine's feelings for the feminine currently. Masculine's feelings for the feminine currently. Oh, okay. Masculine's current actions towards the feminine. Masculine's next actions towards the feminine. And I'm like this chick, right? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so she knows that she has a better chance if he's not in a relationship. But she don't want to ask him straight out, are you in a relationship? And then ask him for some shit. And so she'd rather just take her chances with making whatever advances she know damn well it's been over to make. You know what I'm saying? And your regular 1-2 move that make them fold, that shit is long gone and done. You already know that. But whatever you need, whatever she needs so bad. I mean, she could use the child as an excuse, but I feel like whatever she's asking for may have been too much to believe it's just for the child. So she just gotta be straight up. You know? This would have been something that he would have easily done for her before. But under the circumstances that we're together and you're the mother of my child. Right now, you're just the mother of my child. What does the child need? Mom? I got you. This is me. I would even, if not all of it, I would even pay half for their family vacations. I would even put in. She gonna bring a friend anyway. Fuck it. But my son or my daughter and the mom got a nice, they got some space. That's about the most you can ask me for. Can you just put in? I want to take little man to Disney World. Why? I got you. Well, Queen of Wands type shit. I need to go to the club. I need the BBL. What the fuck are they asking? I need to just help me put in for this bag. I'm trying to get this bag. If you help me put in, I can get it faster. And it's on sale. Just give it to me. No. Ooh, that's specific, man. That's specific. So the masculine's energy towards the feminine, of course, success is on the horizon. He knows, any day now, any time now. 4 Wands is out here twice. That's where his mind is at. And this is someone who wants to step in. We friends. They want to step in like that. Whether they're sure he has this going on or not. But that is what he's creating. So she must go smell it because maybe she knows how he was when he was with her. I know that look. There's somebody in his life. All right, damn. Fuck. I'ma just ask. If I just jump in there and ask real quick. Ah, man. Yeah. So 2 of Pentacles, of course, he's just having to go with the flow. Or at least I would say at this time, adjust and stay adaptable because he's adjusting to the new him, plus adapting to the attention that this shit brings. It brings back everybody. And this is the last week of retrograde, so the die down begins. This is probably one that just slip in and get the fuck out of here. Come in last minute. It's a no. But he's having to work with this when he's trying to work towards, he wants to go there. And these motherfuckers keep popping up. Knight of Swords, hey. I'm trying to build. So that seems to be going on in his world. I don't, believe he would like it to move this slowly. And this may not even be about the pace that it's going, but I have a future. I'm on a journey. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking this journey with someone, right? And looks like it ain't no secret. So if she didn't get the memo, then, you know what I'm saying? I guess she'll know now. But the feminine here, on the flip side, is doing the same daydreaming about this union that he's doing. And so this little bullet here comes out of nowhere. A little stray bullet. The fuck? What? Oof. So the masculine's thoughts of the feminine right now. He's clear. I'm sure clear on how he feels about her, clear on where he's going, clear on the journey ahead, clear. He got his own hottie who he could, you know, do whatever she say, buy whatever she want. And at this stage of the game, it ain't gonna be no damn bag. Let's start this LLC. I have the perfect idea. Do you understand how much money we can generate? This will be good for our grandbabies. That's who he's clear on. A creator. That's this someone who can help him create shit. Okay? So that's, you know, it's like blasphemy at this point. I hear the dog I bark. I hear it. He's loyal. He's loyal. Look at that. What did I just say? She's the one that says, let's start an LLC. This will be great for our grand. I just said it. Channel the fuck out of people. He knows she knows that. He knows she can help him do that. So this one here with her damn hand out, I don't know. This one got her own. Her hand ain't out. Her hand is not out. Okay, this is a bitch that need half. Can you give me half? See, her wand is up here. She got potential, but she always need half. You know what I'm saying? Can you give me half? Not her. Not her. All right, she's got her wand and her spells. You know what I'm saying? She could put a bowl under the fucking bed, or you know, she could think of some shit and take action on building it. She could do that. He knows. It's a clear difference. Look, Page of Wands. He's excited. Look. Help me build. Help me go broke. Help me build. Help me go broke. That's what this is. So his feelings right now, that's why she want the help, because that's how he look. He looks how he feels. But he's not in King of Wands energy. So don't come over here with that bullshit. He's not in King of Wands energy with it. I'm not shining for you, bitch. I'm not even shining for her. I'm shining because of her. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. Masculine's feelings for the feminine currently. Yeah, look at this shit. You know what this is? You know what song this is? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control of my thing. I like it. That's what this is. That's what song that is. He don't have nothing to hide. He ain't in denial. He not tripping. He not bugging. None of that. It ain't no secret to himself or anybody outside. It's not internal reflects external. No, bitch, I got a girl. You know, he found a way. I don't think I could give you that when I'm trying to build this house for me and my wife. I don't think I can do that. Oh. That's how she found out. Oh, you what? Okay. That's funny how you got a son right here and You know, that's what happens. That's what happens. I know. I know. Look at that. Bang. Queen of Cups. Ooh. And that's going to go both ways if we talking about what I'm talking about here. And this is a baby mama who want to stop her boobs from sagging or some shit. Bitch, that's not my responsibility. And his feelings is I told the bitch. I told her about my lady. I told her. And then there is that going on inside of him. I told her because that's how I feel. I don't give a fuck. She makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? That's just. So his current actions towards the feminine, of course, is just to trust the universe, okay? When you don't see your person, you just look to spirit again and get your direction until the next time. Especially during this time, you know, you like, spirit, come on now. Are you serious? Like I thought, yeah, we know. Look, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. He ain't for the streets no more. He's with the divine. And he wants to know, when can I make a move on my baddie over here? Not these motherfuckers you keep sending in and out. You know I don't want nothing to do with that. You know that. Why would you do that? Look, I'm telling you, look, Six of Cups. I miss her. Why would you do that? The Magician, the High Priestess. I just said that. Why would you do that? Divine timing, that's why. Hold on. That's the angel say back to him. Hold on. I know it looks crazy, but look, there's some things you can learn too in between here, and there's some people that need to know you ain't fucking with them. So just take this time and put everybody in their place. Now you know where extra you needed boundaries. What if you was with your person right now and this bitch came up asking you for money? You and your girl laid up. And now she want to know who the fuck was that? She might not say that, but you know what time it is. Who the fuck is that? That's not what you want to happen. So let's just narrow this down some more, because you still also have a purpose to the people. One or two of them you might be able to help. That'll be good for you. But we got you. Masculine's next actions towards the feminine is the future. Focusing on the future. That's it. This may be about an opportunity, but this Ace of Pentacles is the bigger picture. Look, Page of Pentacles. He has a plan for the future. That's it. That's it. In his shit. I got a plan for the future. I you mush a bitch. You know. That's it. Look, the Lovers. I mean, he's tuned in, tapped in, fucking. That's it. And he knows his worth. He's only out here as the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. That's it. And he found somebody who matches that type of energy. This heifer up here. That's all the feminine is out here as, is the Queen of Wands. Because that's the bad bitch in his life. I told you, 10 toes. Back, bitch. Back. And that's standing on it against external and standing on it for this connection. I say he just gonna keep on working until the divine says you may now kiss your boo. That's it. Zodiacs. Dang. Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Aries. Back, bitch. I hope you guys get it. Hope I don't shape shift too fast for you. I can tell you how that level of thinking thinks. Sheesh. Okay. Singles. Let me start y'all fresh. Because that was a little bit of a ride. Alright, singles, what y'all got going on with friendship and sexuality? Okay. So the rekindle is coming and it's intense. Alright. Alright. So you can feel something coming. You can feel it coming. You been working on. Alright. So you at that part. Right. Surprise. Okay, so you would be right. All right, so how this happens is a surprise. When it happens, it's a surprise. The both of you will be surprised. The both of you are in the same positions to encounter each other and be surprised. All right, so don't even worry about it. As you are preparing, or however the divine has you moving right now, or the universe, just let it happen. We know you respect it. And I honestly, letting them do it instead of you just standing there in the fucking club like you used to. Standing there in the fucking club with, you know, you don't got to do that no more, okay? You just got to mind your business in a way that's natural to you, not in any way that you have to work to stand out or fit in or anything else. You know, be in competition, none of that. Lucky you, okay? Just trust. Keep on trusting the universe, all right? You already know you're being tested on that all the time. Test your patience too. Because in the same scenarios where you're going to have to build more trust, I'm sure it's because more patience were involved. More patience was involved, which typically usually means you got to wait a little bit longer than expected. That's it. That shit is annoying. I thought you said. I know. That shit is annoying because they do that. I'm confused. Because you said. Hold on, we can explain. Hold on, let us hold you. You don't want to talk during them times. You don't. But what they want you to do is even find understanding in those twists and turns. There's even things to see within the twists and turns. So, and really, I just see them as quick trips to a lesson, in and out. You know, it's one of them 6-hour classes, okay, before you do whatever, get your license for something. That's all it really is. You want your license to love? Look, it's going. You're going to take a ride on this roller coaster of emotions again. A lot of the feelings are just to revisit for the last time. But once you're on it, you're on it. And the emotions get better. But you know where you need boundaries and where you need to let go. Okay? And for some of you, letting go is the fucking boundaries. I can't deal with you at all. Not at all. That's okay too. Throw the whole motherfucker away. Throw the whole life away. It's some past shit. Throw the whole shit away. It's okay. I just said that. Throw the whole motherfucker away. This right here is too dope. It's too dope. Nobody wouldn't. They're not meant to understand. That's just what it is. Just say that. All right. So with you guys rekindling, I would say that it would start off for you guys with friendship. So don't be afraid to make friends, because one of those friends that you make, you'd be looking your person in the face, essentially. So don't be stush, as we say. Don't be, acting like you all that. You feel me? Like you too good to talk. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. You want to have discipline, of course. You're not competing with anyone. You take full accountability for yourself within your interactions, because they're going to be coming. Just like I just discussed with the divine couples that are already linked. It's the same shit, bruh. You nappy-headed motherfuckers. Look. Surprise the fuck out of you, right? When did I get the juice? You had it for a while. You just had to get comfortable with it. Now you get to see how people react to the juice. You got them going crazy. They're drunk off the juice. Is what they are. Shit. Within those interactions, the person that you're going to be committed to will be in there, okay? You're manifesting it, and this is what you are embarking on right now. The appearance of this person in your life, okay? Woo! So, you know, if you've made any type of change, then you can expect also that change to follow in other areas, socially. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a new environment, right? I mean, you might not have wanted to talk to motherfuckers in the old unit, but there's a couple of cool motherfuckers. Hey, how you doing? You actually feel like being friendly, neighborly. Hey, all right, you know, that's fine. That's fine. One of them might be your man. All right. Oh, nope. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, and Aries. All right, let me take this out of the two. His and hers. All right, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. You kept it simple today. She knows what she wants. She makes things look so easy. She is magic. I've seen that before. A little play off the Queen of Wands energy. Again, when you got your own, what you need OPP for? What you need OPP for? When you got private P. Y'all like that one. Because she going to offer the same thing to somebody else who going to give her what she want. That's a prostitute. That's how others are getting it. And not just only in that way. Doesn't always involve sex. You know what a prostitute is, too? I'll give you something simple. What them chicks do in Dubai. What them chicks go to Dubai for? Letting people, you know what, on them for the money. That don't involve intercourse. But you's a prostitute. A shitty one. Somebody's not about that life no more, or this is not how they gonna use it. This is not how they gonna use what they got. Or never did. We should leave feelings behind that don't serve the relationship. Of course. There she goes. So, Queen of Wands energy, this means she just wants a motherfucker to get over it. Pretty much. Come on. All right, because she has enlightenment. She knows what's going on. So it's just like, just leave that alone. She's assertive about those thoughts. Look, just move. Look, Sister Soul, just move the fuck on. Yeah. She has the perspective. She could also, I believe that's just the energy she's putting out there, right? And everybody is catching smoke. The universe, her masculine, even herself, because she's looking at herself even and saying, what the fuck are you still, you know, come on. We got to get over this. She's even doing it to herself, so it ain't, you know, but it is moving. I see on the bottom. All right, so the next message here is, I believe in us. All right. All right. So somebody believes it on a deeper level. They saw it. All right. And they continue to see it either by dreams. They hear it as well, telepathically. It's deeper. They see it, because, yeah. I'm telling you, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. That's just that. They believe what they saw. Very specifically, this masculine, both of them maybe holding back what they have intuitively picked up on about each other. It's just, they know what they know, and that's it. They know what they know. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and things are moving in that way. What I can say is that they do appreciate each other. They appreciate this whole like process, this space to be able to just know but not say anything. Is always I mean, for them, life is an inside joke. Okay? I feel like they appreciate this, knowing what they know, but not having to say. And all they have to do about it is get out of their head and go with the flow. And they I mean, King and Queen of Cups, she's especially digging it, but he feels the same way. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Can't make this shit up. You are everything I want in a person. You fulfill me. All right. Okay. Spoken from the feminine and Queen of Swords energy, which means she has studied. King of Pentacles. She said, yeah, that's everything I need. That's what happened. Just like that. And you know, very, very stoically in her own right. Yes. That is what I need right there. Yeah. So there's been challenges, yes, but at this level, it is something that will come with the territory, especially the magnitude of this thing here is you trying to manifest. But need not worry. You already know equal give and take, or receivance of this commitment is coming with this person. So all you got to do is chill and kind of bathe. Settle in that feeling. Get comfortable with that feeling that you feel about, you know, with this person being everything that you want. Because it's your person. Might as well. should leave feelings behind that don't serve the relationship. Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces. I believe in us. Aries, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. You are everything I want in a person. You fulfill me. Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. I be laughing at myself because it's always saying. I think I only made it clean through that one time. I was shocked. I was fucking shocked. All right, I'm going for one more break, and then we're going to get into Love Land and finish this out with intuitive and that last message from the universe. Yes. Everything is fine. How you doing, Kang? Put your ass down here. All right, let's see what's going on. Intimate relations. Okay. Huh. This should be interesting based on Love Land. Let's see. I'm here for the tea. Don't think that we don't have our little inner workings of drama, but it don't be having nothing to do with us. We just be looking like, ooh, look what Spirit about to demolish, destroy. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Look how Spirit just blocked that. We see it coming already, so it's just... again, this shit come with the territory. Good, baby. All right, here we go. Intimate relations. Well, here we go. Property. And you know exactly what I thought about when I saw property? Private property. Right under that is reflection. So when you think about it, you're someone else's property now. You know what I'm saying? You belong to someone else. You belong to the universe first and foremost, but you have a contract. You have a special something with someone, and it's deeper than your titties. Look at sexuality under the deck. I'm trying to tell you, and it's deeper than a bitch's titties. So this is what a person is doing right now. Like, I belong to her. He belongs to me. You know, okay. That's it. Things done changed. All right. Look at everything. Intimate relations. Yeah, spiritual. I'm telling you, is bigger than your titties. This shit bigger than your titties and your ass. All right. Been evicted, right, Kai? Get the... Intimate relations. Look, start fresh. I can't make just clear the clutter. Listen, y'all know what I'm about. Y'all know. Sometimes, listen. Let me be vulnerable, right? Although I'm having a human experience, even as I get further and further out of this, way of thinking as a human, it still fucks me up that I sit here and half the shit I say, like, I'm conscious of it, but I don't remember necessarily. I'm too busy. And sometimes the shit that I say, I'm like, there's no way. But I know now some of y'all's lives have played out word for fucking word. I'm still getting used to it, bruh. I'm still getting like, just for the human experience part, because my higher self was like, yeah, not arrogant, just like, come on. You know what I'm saying? But the human is like, yo, this is so fucking cool. Like, I just said that. That's what's happening. Look, sexuality is under the deck. That means nothing that I said, and love life. Nothing that I said from the time we was in Love Land was capped. Nothing was capped, because here it is. Start fresh. Listen, I belong to somebody else, bitch. This is bigger than your titties, bigger than your ass. You saw her, can I know you can't. No, you can't. You can't. Starting fresh. I'm on specifically a spiritual journey with someone. And when you're on a spiritual journey with someone, there's nothing to do here but be accountable. And I don't want to be accountable for some bullshit, because I will stand out the brightest as a fucking clown. I can't risk that right now. Not when I've gained so much by committing to this. You, bitch, your tits and ass are not bigger than my purpose. I don't give a fuck how fat it is. It's not bigger and fatter than my purpose. Wake up and feel sick after fucking with you. I already told y'all. It's not worth it at this point. And so all the feelings that you feel, bugging the fuck out, trying to figure out, is this person really sticking to this shit like me? Are they really? Yes, because spirit would have told you a long time ago. Cancel, just like any other time. That's why you're not with the motherfucker right now. Any guy, any gal that you listen to under spirit's guidance that you are not with right now, you see the fuck why. You found out, but you learned something too. So that was the point. This right here is official shit. This right here is how you handle learning how to handle yourself when you're with someone to this degree. You're too back up. We talk about intimacy. No, we ain't closer than close no more. No, we ain't twins no more. No, we ain't besties. None of that shit. No, you can't call me anytime. Remember I don't give a fuck what we used to do. Used to. That means the past. I don't deal with nothing in the past. So, haven't you heard? Yeah, I got a girl. Wait, I ain't never seen you post nobody, or I don't have to post her. She know who she is. I know who she is. You don't need to know who she is because a bitch is like you. What? Because a bitch is like you. That's why. Oh, you real funny. You real funny. I wasn't a bitch that time you at. Yeah. And that's exactly why we're not together. Listen to your fucking mouth. Listen to your mouth. My queen don't talk like that. She don't talk to me like that. And then they slid. I mean, somebody said that and had to slide. Is it an M? It's an N. An N. This motherfucker said that and slid. He might have been in the car. She ready, because bitches like that, they run to the car window. Hold up. What's up? I ain't seen you in that long, twin. Yeah, I'm just running some errands. I gotta handle some shit. On the inside, you laughing, but you looking like, God. Intimate relations, property, uh-oh. Look, happy family. Damn, it's speaking for us. Look, man holding a coin. Oh. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm right, I'm right. Bitch probably seen him in something. Hold up. Give me a ride to the store. No. Damn, you can't give me a ride to the store? That didn't, like, no. You get in here, my girl smell you. Your girl, oh, wow. So what that mean? What that mean? Let me tell you, a real loose one, because there's dudes that do this, but I've heard girls do this. What? Shut up before I suck your dick. What you gonna say? You wasn't saying that before. Right now, he's like, you know, there's only two things to do. Say no and drive off, or actually give the bitch a ride. Hear her talk like that in a car, be disgusted, and learn from there. Never again will I pick a bitch up. Never. Not even on some, you know, because she's a woman. I know she got a son. She probably going to the store for that little nigga. I figured, let me just take her up the block. It's nothing. I be seeing her. Let me just take her up the block. Nope. Don't take her up the block neither, because you're going to have to hear that shit. Now you're going to have to hear that shit. Intimate relations. Property. Look, surrender. I done gave my life to this shit. This is what I'm doing, bitch. Damn. Look, Mystic. Listen, I got me one. Look, shapeshifter. Because he's like that too. So on that level, he may even be able to say, nah, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Make her think whatever. And then once he get good enough to just, you know, because remember, feminines, I taught you, you got to do the same thing. It wasn't so easy to tell a man no before, because you get called all kinds of names or whatever. They can't take rejection. But you have grown so much in your confidence, in all ways, and the wisdom. You would know how to let people down, even if it has to be easy. It's going to be honest. We're not cutting corners. But understand who you might be talking to. This motherfucker look like he might have some, you know what I'm saying, the energy is hostile, whatever. You would know if you could shapeshift how to get out of that situation. So I'm not going to be this to that guy. I might distract him and say some shit like, yo, your sneakers is fire. He just said, yo, what's up, sweet? Yo, your sneakers is fire. The quick trip. Oh, shit. Because it's his ego. Oh, shit. Yeah, where you get them shits from? Nah, I'm a sneakerhead. Where you get them shits from? I don't give a fuck. Where you... Yo, that's crazy. And I could probably find her out that way. But usually when I smile, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's so cute, you know? And I can walk off. I can get out of there. You know what I mean? But I've also been in a relationship, right? Where I know the person I was with was not part of the problem, but half of the problem. Okay? And so there was a girl that was very persistent and assertive when it came to him. And she was, there was a few problems. She sells pussy. She's underaged. And that was big. So I'm telling him, like, yo, you have to stop playing around with this essentially this little girl. I don't give a fuck how her body look. Like, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop playing. Don't you know I'm chilling at his place of work? And the sun was down, but in the place of work is bright lights, so you could see what's going on out there very clearly. And if you're out there, then you could clearly see a well-lit place with exactly what's going on. Faces, you could read lips and everything. This bitch, that's what you heard, against the window, and her titties was out, bro. And she's calling his name. It gets desperate. It gets desperate. And so at this level, again, when we're talking about any of you, masculine or feminine, at this level of mysticism and confidence, because the mysticism, trust me, it's extra sauce. So the mysticism and the confidence and this Midas touch that you appear to have, and you actually do, but people are seeing your magic play out. You know, and then surface level, they don't really know what's going on. You just got the sauce. You just got an it factor that, you know, if you don't know no better, hopefully they could just latch on. But you passed that already. But that doesn't mean you're never gonna have to deal with it again, or like set somebody straight about it again. It just doesn't mean that. You have to be focused on what you're building, even when you're married. You know what I'm saying? Then there's somebody else's wife who ain't happy trying to try your husband. There's levels. There's levels. But the good thing is, each level you're gonna be prepared for. And right now is, how do you carry yourself when you're in a relationship? People talk about emotional cheating, right? Because you let somebody get a little bit too close intimately. Like they say, there's more than just, you know, cheating by way of intercourse. Yeah, there is. There is emotional betrayal. Let's not call it cheating. It's betrayal. Because that space in your heart is reserved for somebody else, and you let somebody else get in there. It's a betrayal, not cheating. Okay? You could do what you want. But if you have a contract with someone, it's what it is. A betrayal. Took a vow, you betrayed him. Okay, so intimate relations, you know, you gotta still be aware here. And so again, we're reflecting, and you're saying, okay, there used to be people that were close to me in a certain way, but there's no way in the fuck now. There's somebody new in town. There's literally a new sheriff in town, in my heart space. Look at this shit. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Bye. I'm doing this with somebody. Bye. And because the 6 of Pentacles is here, that of course that was the issue. The whole time. Breadcrumbing. The whole time. That's what they got. If a bitch taking more than she giving, That don't feel good. You're gonna move on from that. No, no. That's why. Cause bitch, what you gonna give me? I don't want no pussy no more. I don't want it. So what you gonna give me after I give you money to go build your body up to go fuck on another nigga when I'm not around? What am I gonna get in return? It just ain't fun no more. I don't get nothing out of it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use you. I don't get nothing out of it. So, intimate relations, property. There we go. Ding. Everything I said. Everything. Look. You got something real. That's what he made. That's why he made all these changes. So, is that what he's really? Here he goes. That's what he's realizing. So it don't matter who throw it at me. I'm not sitting in the space that I'm sitting in because of any of them. And trust me, that is not how the majority treated you. Duh. They didn't invest back into you. You got all clean. They got all cleaned up because of you and ran the fuck off on the plug. That's what they did. This person is coming back to return your energy. So why would I have this person on my mind so intensely that helped me get to this space as a man, as a soul, an evolved soul, and go muddy up myself with you? He's thinking. Ten of Wands reverse. That's unnecessary drama, unnecessary problems, unnecessary energy to reattach myself to. No. And he's not in the space that he was emotionally to just say, all right, fuck it. Where you just lower everything and just do it. You know, the take one for the team attitude. Or, you go fuck on something. It ain't no different from you than having a few beers. It's just something to just take your mind off the sadness or your low self-worth or self-esteem. He not there no more. He's more optimistic about life now. So all that shit, miss him. Miss him. There we go. 3 of Cups. Okay. He's trying to rekindle here. Or he's in a space now where he is celebrating that broken heart, let's just say, that he had many times. He's celebrating in that space now. He's more optimistic in that space. All that emotional baggage is gone. And if it comes back up in the form of a person, look at this, 7 of Cups, then you got to get rid of that too. Even if it did take for a masculine to even look at the person for a second and say, hold on, what this bitch got that my woman don't have? That's a 7 of Cups, because that's what you want to do before you even allow yourself to be tricked. You want a 7 of Cups. Hey, baby, you want a 7 of Cups. What is this person standing in front of me making these advances towards me have that my person doesn't have? Because the advice with the 7 of Cups is you better be fucking sure that whatever you choose and whatever you choose in between, it better be the same or better than what you have. Nobody said you can't choose somebody else, but it better be the same or better than what you have. Otherwise, you lost. And so that's what's going to have to be on your mind anytime somebody comes towards you like that. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? The odds is too wobbly. Because also with the 7 of Cups is all the choices are not good choices. So it's bound to be a mistake there. Because only one of them is good. If you got the one, what the fuck are you still looking for? You bound to get trapped. Bound to. It's an illusion. 7 of Cups. I'm just going to confuse. Yeah, you are. You're confused. The fuck? It would make him confused about her. Now, with it being how it arranged, how it is, this would be more of him daydreaming about that. But, I mean, that's better than confusion. There was confusion. So at this point, it's daydreaming because of Temperance on the bottom, because everything else is divine timing. So if it could happen any sooner than anybody wanted it to, it would. But it's nothing to do but reflect. Yo, I belong to somebody else now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, I'm about to let somebody in. Somebody new. All right. Intimate relations. Yeah. This person would like to have, not that anything is wrong with it, but this person would like to have better sex. Yes, it could be in general. Well, it would be in general. But definitely for the connection that he's in now. He wants to have better sex in the connection that he's in now, because whatever they were doing before, he still carried old emotional attachments. So he perhaps didn't perform the way he wanted to, last the way he wanted to. You know, do and perform is kind of the same shit, but do whatever he wanted to do. There's something about it. And I get this energy of him just wanting to peel the top back off of everything now. He can emotionally invest in this as well. He can dive in with intimacy. Like, he can dive in. Yeah. King of Wands. Again, like I said, maybe he didn't perform as good. King of Wands going to show out now. But the emotions he still harbored didn't allow him to show out the way he could have before. You know, he ain't do you like you know, I would say, you know, whatever his style is, whatever you know, that ain't all of it. You know, it's just, it's not all of it. No, no. So he's thinking about, again, pulling the top back, exposing everything. Like, it's just like, he gonna show you everything when he returns. Facts. The Chariot and the Knight of Cups. He's gonna show you. So maybe this is specifically about his lovemaking style. All right. Maybe he wants to show you that. Six of Cups. I miss you, sex. And so it's gonna come with some more vulnerability, which is a challenge for him, but he's moving on from that. I feel like at least if he can express himself or expose himself emotionally during sex, then he'd be more comfortable that way, instead of like, just I'm standing here, you standing there, and we just, you know, talking about feelings. That might be a bit more comfortable. So a bit more uncomfortable. So he's waiting till maybe like during sex, and it's just easier again for him to say stuff, because you don't got the person looking in your face. You're in the act, you know. Right now, he is, of course, to himself. He's not anywhere else or with anyone else. No, it's full restraint right there with the Strength card. I already told you that. He's manifesting. He's keeping all his stuff to himself. He might not even be jerking off neither, but if he is, it's for the, he's using it for that. That's it. He's using it to manifest the feminine. That's it. Yeah, the devil. Yeah, tempted though, baby. Tempted not to be out there, but he wants something from his woman. Cause he, you know, he gave up everything else, so it's like, oof. All I got time to do here is sit here and think about what I can't get until divine timing says so. So it's just, I just keep manifesting. Whatever. Zodiacs. Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Cancer. Whoever that masculine is, he uses the word bitch a lot. And it may die down, but that's his word. Never about you though. That's just the others. Anybody that ain't you, well, no, that's not true. Let me not say that. But he will be able to recognize that. No, I can't say that. Every woman that's not you is a bitch. That's not true. Just them kind. All right. Intuitive general. All right, baby. Thank you. I got you after this, intuitive. It's the perfect space to do it when I get questions in the second half. It's just so perfect to read the fuck out of a person, go into a message from the universe, and be done. Bomb. I love that shit. It feel like a whole session, like a whole sermon. All right. All right. So, the energy of someone leaving has begun. And I don't know where they're leaving. When they walk outside that door, I don't know if that's the type of door that they're leaving. Yeah, yes, okay, any type of door. It'll range from someone literally leaving to go somewhere else, or that final door that you decided to, because you know when one door opens, another one closes, right? So you're walking through finally to the new beginning, or like your head, your mind, your soul, your spirit, you're there. And the door that you closed was the one that you was sitting behind in for a minute with guilt or looking at any last minute regrets and bullshit like that. So yeah. Yep. All right. And I would say someone has done that and they just finished it. So someone has done that and they're on their way back. It's like back home. They had to go out to deal with that, but they're on their way back home. All right, yep, 10 of Swords reversed. There go that door, 10. You could have been seeing 10 a lot over the weekend. There we go, strength card. I mean, tough, but discipline necessary, obedience necessary. You know, didn't we tell you stop playing with that motherfucker? We told you stop playing with that motherfucker. He lying, he's stealing. We told you know that's my boy though. You said you wanted something real. Why would you be around anything that's fake? That's like, you know, repellent for mosquitoes. So, with doing what has been asked or told of a person now, they're beginning to see things grow. They're beginning to see things happen. They're getting confirmations of things happening. And they are looking forward to it because it was challenging. It's like, damn, you know, things are finally done. It's the same feeling that you felt. But if we're practicing shape-shifting, you guys should be practicing shape-shifting, right? So it's like being in the energy of knowing for certain that your ex no longer could fuck with you ever again. Spiritually, physically, it's that feeling. You know you've been fighting. You know you've been fighting this energy for a while. This is that same feeling of the achievement of finding something true. I won't just limit it to people, but finding something true, finding real. Okay, here we go. The Hermit. A lot of soul searching. I feel an external energy. Yes, feminine's challenge is an understatement. You had to go to war. You had to go to fucking war. But it was also a war for this to come together. I just know that you guys are more advanced and well seasoned to be able to weather those twists and turns that come with it when you know, oh, something the fuck is going on. And spirit trying to get it right. You just know. Because your confirmations and things are not off, but something else is, you know? So, somebody's most recent journey has been about transparency, understanding what that means. And a person, of course, with first severing ties with makes you feel like you want to be a hermit. You get rid of that, and then you can, you know, see space where I think I could open up there. I think I could give a little more right there. That's what begins to happen. So this person has been doing a inner search about being more transparent, and so yeah, they've been in it tough. Them in the universe, yeah. 5 of Wands. Somebody's got to stop this motherfucker from inner conflict. Somebody's gotta hold him back. There we go. Page of Wands. Hold the drama back. He needs to be excited about this. This is a brand new emotional beginning. And feminines, you already know you will share the same energy. You know what's going on. This is the masculine though, but you know what's going on. You know he like you like that. You just gotta let it play out however it's gonna play out. Because it's playing out. Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. All right, Lily. Tell me what your question is. Give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm not even gonna. Where I got it at? I'm not even gonna play the full song. But I gotta run and get something real quick. Lily. Why have you been so sad? Well, let me take a hit first and maybe someone can help us with that, all right? Now, sadness. Has anything happened in between time? Is there anything that happened would have an impact on you in a saddened way that's gone on recently since the new year? And I'm talking someone passed away, transitioned rather, you know, you ended a friendship. Has anything like that happened since January? Well, you say no, not really. So that means there's something, which means for you to say no, not really, is something that needs to be addressed, but you're trying to push it to the side. It's not going to work. Because if that's the very thing making you sad, it's just going to follow you until you address it. So if any of that adds to it, that's partly why. Honor every feeling. It don't have to, you know, hurt that bad, but it may have an influence. You know, it's like anything you can remember, ma'am. Anything. Just tell us anything you can remember about this robber. Okay? Because something is robbing you of joy. And so anything you can give me about the fucking suspects, I need to know, ma'am. Okay? Try to love people, but get the opposite. You still on that? Try and love don't go together. You have to be open. You have to be receptive. Love is something you receive. It's not forced upon, nor are you forcing it on anyone. If they don't want it, fine. Well, yeah. You got a lot of sadness in you and around you. And that statement right there helps. I'm going to be single forever. Okay. You're telling the universe you don't deserve anything else but to be single forever. So that's what you're going to get. You're wondering why you are so sad. It's because you're standing in your own way. You still carry the very low vibrational energy of jealousy. Nobody can't tell you no good news right now because you just hate on it. And that's not who anybody wants to be around. So You know, if you're worried about a companion, you won't have that, or people you could trust, because you'll be the one no one can trust with good news and shit. For some reason with you in the fucking friend circle, everything goes wrong because they think you a friend, but low key, you have in you, I'm never gonna get it. Understand what I'm saying? You getting on defense mode. I'm far from a hater. What I'm describing to you is your behavior, and that's what a hater is. It's another word for jealous. People use the word hater to soften it up. Nah, sweetie, jealousy is what it's called. Yes, you are then. Energy doesn't lie. What you just said, I'm gonna be single forever, doesn't lie. And you want it. So I can only imagine how you think when you actually see somebody else with it. You be hating. Low key, you think you're not gonna have it. You just said it. Rather than insult my intelligence, be mindful of what you say. Jealousy. You think you can't have, or you're not worthy of, whatever you see out there. And if it's being in a relationship, you think somewhere there's something wrong with you, that you cannot have it. And let me tell you, that is the biggest issue right now, is you saying that, you thinking that. Go ahead, explain. Go ahead. I don't really pay attention. The only time I pay attention to the mouth is when it's being vulnerable about what the fuck doesn't lie, and it's their energy. Because you 100%, you 100% have a win. You have a win right beside you that you cannot see yet. And so the only thing that's standing in the way is comments like that. That's it. You was talking to this guy and he ghosted you for no reason. You was nice and everything. You're not clingy or nothing. Do you hear yourself though? Do you hear yourself? What you've attracted is someone who is afraid of commitment. You've attracted someone who uses solitude as a weapon. All right, and then based on their behavior, you turn it back into yourself and say, "But I'm not clingy or nothing." It don't got nothing to do with you though. It don't have. Listen, I'm gonna get to that. The first thing, however this person reacted to you, because they damn sure didn't respond, but it says a lot. That don't have nothing to do with you. Because sometimes it's the very reason that you think, you talk about here, I wasn't clingy. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's used to bitches nagging, complaining, always trying to catch him in a lie, perhaps. And you don't say nothing, you're not doing nothing, you're not on my body, that is triggering. It's triggering. So if that is a person's response to you letting them be free, to you loving them, because love just is. You do you. If I saw anything that I didn't fuck with, I wouldn't fuck with you. They don't understand that type of body language. You know what I'm saying? You must be doing something. That's what that turns into. He'll go a day without texting you and you asked why. That sounds clingy. That sounds clingy. Because what you really feel is that you can't go a day without texting him. So maybe you should express more about how you feel. so that some changes can happen in the connection. Because that's a clingy question. I haven't spoken to you in a day because I haven't fucking spoken to you in a day. Give me time to miss you. Damn. Did you ask me about my day yesterday before you point out the fact that I didn't text you or contact you? Damn. That's how a person who is, that's how anybody's going to react. Whether they have the wisdom to know what clingy sounds like, or they're uncomfortable with people trying to control them. They're going to pick that's a clingy question. Why haven't I heard from you? Either it's a red flag or it's a red flag. If you with someone, how can you go a day without you're not ready for this journey. You're not ready for this journey. If that's the case. That very question is clingy. You do not have to talk to somebody every day when you have telepathy. When you're getting to master your energy. You know about alchemy. You know about transmuting. You know just how to quietly bring him in and release him any fucking time you feel like it. And when you guys are separated, you understand it's purposely done. It's so you could take time and reflect on something, and so that they can too. There's something you need to see that requires you to be out from up under each other. Just for a little bit. Maybe a day. But if you don't allow yourself to see it from that perspective and try to find, the moments in those days for you that you're not with him, then you're going to sabotage the whole relationship is what you're going to do. And like I said, I'm not clingy, but those are clingy questions. Why haven't I heard from you? And why am I not talking to you every day is clingy. It's clingy. But if you don't want to call it clingy, then what you're doing is projecting. What you're doing is telling him, I feel this way about you. And I feel some type of way that you could go a whole day and not feel some type of way without talking to me. But I feel every type of way when I don't talk about you, when I don't talk to you. I feel fucked up when I don't talk about you. When I don't talk to you. Instead of you telling that, now I'm not understanding. I understand very well. I don't think you understand yourself. Again, understand yourself. Take the time to reflect on you, not insult my intelligence. Be very careful. Or read what you say back in your head before you press send. Okay, you're telling me you're not insulting me. I'm telling you, you are. You're beginning to. Because if what you're saying, if you're standing on what you're saying, then you're definitely trying to insult my intelligence. Definitely. Definitely. Because you're being a total, what they call it, hypocrite? Or what do they call that? You doing what you say you don't do. In 4K. At 5:58. You're doing everything you said you don't do. And again, how could jealousy be in your energy if it has nothing to do with you? Because it's coming out in your energy. That means it's in you or it's somebody you around, which still comes from you because you are what you attract. And if it's going on in your mental space, which what it sounds like, because the first thing you said is, I'm going to be single forever, then there's a behavior that comes with that. There's a behavior. That means when you're out there in the world and you do see people with things that you don't have, something in you feels some type of way. And that's okay. But it's also mandatory that you see it a different way, because under the deck is actually positive work outcomes. So if you can get through this, whatever you're asking for is right here. Once again, anybody who comes to me This is the last resort. So you could take this wisdom and run, or you could not be real with yourself and fail again. I don't accept all money. If you together and you fucking me and everything, why am I going 24 hours without? Can a nigga take a nap? Can a nigga watch his favorite show? Can a nigga catch up with his moms? Can a nigga hang out with his boys and talk about how good the pussy was? Can a nigga just eat and think about how good the pussy was by himself without talking to you? Can he do that? Can he run some errands? Okay, but you're not his mother. Let you know. He too busy daydreaming about it. Let you know. He'll call you tomorrow. What the next day? Why are you not sitting there thinking about the wonderful time you had? Why are you not doing that? Communication is the key to relationship, right? But when you on a spiritual journey, maybe okay. Let me talk to you to where you at, cause this is a teachable moment. You're not where we at. Communication comes in all forms, and eventually you're gonna learn that there's a more than one way to communicate, and majority of the way you communicate is through silence. You're going to learn more about telepathy and how good it feels to say everything without saying nothing. Right now, you still need validation. Right now, you still need somebody to tell you they're not going nowhere. Right now, you still have abandonment issues. Right now, you still have rejection issues. So what I'm saying, you can't hear at all. It's going over your head. So for where you are right now, what I'm going to tell you is, stop thinking you're going to be alone. Because from what I'm seeing right here, you have it right in your energy. If you can disassociate from this behavior of thinking you're not going to have it, especially around times you getting triggered, you seeing other people with it, you can have it. Even if it's that guy right there. Because what you could be experiencing right now is divine intervention. Before you go any further and fuck that relationship up, divine intervention is telling you, you better fix this before you lose them. Because your next question is going to be, when is he going to return? Will he ever return to me? That's going to be your next question. And at that point, don't even bother. I'm not answering it. Because we got this shit in 4K on this day, March 31st, 2025. Work on knowing that what's for you is for you and it's not going nowhere. But you can't take energy like this into a relationship because it scares people off. It repels love. It's on the verge of control. And when you try to hold something that tightly, it suffocates and it dies. You at this point are only going to get done dirty if you keep thinking it. Well, if you're actually sad, then you need to go back to the space that first made you feel that way, because you're still not even over that. Whatever made you, because this is a whatever you didn't deal with that made you feel like this for the first time, the way you feel right now, you got to go back to that event. That's what you're going to have to do to break this shit. How am I just thinking it when people are actually doing? Because your thoughts create your reality. That's why. Your thoughts manifest into reality. If you continue to say what you're not going to have out loud and in writing, because that's a powerful tool too. Manifestation, writing, you just wrote that. If you continue to do things like that, you're going to create that life for you, because it starts here. You got to think it. It don't just come to you. You create it. So if that's what you want to do with your power, then that's fine. You will live a shitty life. But I'm telling you, because energy doesn't lie, right? I see the flaw. I see what needs to be worked out. But I also see the positive outcome, and also I see luck, and also I see wisdom. If you fucking take it, if you take the fucking wisdom, then these opportunities is gonna come to you. Y'all want to take a vote if that wisdom is going to be taken or not? Y'all want to take a vote? Y'all want to take a vote? Let me give y'all y'all last message. Hey, you know what? Spirit is on point. Yeah, God bless. I rebuke that. All right. To my obedient ones, my warriors. To the ones on your destined path, your final message. Winner's circle. All right. So now that you are an official winner, you're probably looking for what's next, because it feels like this message is just now coming down. It has been for like the past 2 days. That very message has been coming down that it's all over. So you might be wondering what's next while you are seemingly being instructed to just chill here. The same thing will be happening with the masculine, since he's completed whatever he had to complete. This was a challenge. This whole thing was to get him to be more transparent, more open. So that's where the real victory is. So he might be wondering what's next. Yeah, he's more enlightened. He knows he got to open up and do this and do that. He want to go try it now. The Chariot. Yeah, he's done. He want to go practice what he learned. Yeah. Just like that. All right. And I'm going to say this is for everybody getting ready to, either the person you're with or the person you get ready to meet, because he's in King of Swords energy, and that's the energy he's going to be in. So regardless if you haven't met this person yet, or it's the person you're with, they just have gone through their shit, and the person you're about to meet has just gone through his shit. So, you know, however this plays out. All right. Because even in absence, whatever the energy was, y'all was going through it on two separate ends. It was, you know, it was staying strong on your own that brought this back together. Because if one, you know what I'm saying, one would have broke or failed, it's like, damn, I thought that's usually when that shoe drop and you hear spirit say, like, all right, we got to choose a new direction. You know what I'm saying? But not in this case. It's good. All right. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining me. Shay, oh man, Shay, I love you so much. I love you so much, Shay. It's ridiculous. All right, I also love you guys for joining, donating, liking, subscribing, all of those good things. I'll see you tomorrow. We have 2 sessions. We have the wisdom session, then power and purpose in the evening, 6-ish. But I'll keep you updated as the day goes on, or during the live tomorrow, okay? So see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. I love you, all right?